Summer has definitely made its way here to the Disney parks, and if you're planning a trip to Animal Kingdom anytime soon, I definitely want to give you a realistic look into what a day looks like during the summer here at Disney World's hottest theme park. But I mentioned that Animal Kingdom is the hottest Disney World park, and you may be curious about that. And Animal Kingdom is actually one of the warmest places on Disney World property, and the main reason for that has to do with all of the dense vegetation that is around this park. It kind of creates this rainforest effect, which makes it feel very humid. So whenever you're visiting Animal Kingdom this summer, you can definitely expect it to be very warm, even warmer than other parks that you may go to, and especially humid. Now, if you're driving here to Animal Kingdom, the parking lot can be a savanna in itself. It is so big, and they used to not have the trams running, but now it looks like they are officially running again. So I highly recommend taking them, because walking from your car into the park can definitely start to drain your energy because it is so hot. There is no shade. So definitely take the trams. A fun show that you can see throughout the day here at Animal Kingdom is a show called Kite Tales that has some characters from The Lion King and The Jungle Book, and it's a really fun thing to see. But the thing that you'll definitely want to note is that the show is entirely outdoor, and it is most likely going to be in the sun the entire time, so you want to be mindful of that. It's about a 20-minute show, so just be careful because you will be in direct sunlight. Instead, there is an area over to the side of the little lagoon here where you can also see some of the kites go by the jet skis. You can also see the kites land over there. That's a nice place that is more shaded where you can check out the show and aren't in direct sunlight. But a great way to get yourself out of the heat and out of the sun is to take advantage of some of the indoor shows that they have here at Animal Kingdom. They just recently reopened the Finding Nemo Big Blue and Beyond show here at Animal Kingdom, and that is a great show that you can do multiple times throughout the day here. It's a fun show that tells the story with live actors of the Finding Nemo movie. Now, the thing about some of the shows here at Animal Kingdom are they only happen at certain times throughout the day, so this is a good thing. If you know there are some shows that you want to do, definitely go on the My Disney Experience app or in the entrance of the shows and see what times they're happening, so that way you can plan your day around it and you don't miss it. Now, Expedition Everest here is one of the more popular coasters that are here at Animal Kingdom. Usually its wait time is pretty moderate, but the nice thing about it is that it has a single rider's line, so if you're comfortable splitting up from your party, usually it's not as long as the standby line. So let's go check it out now and see how long it is. The nice thing is the ride currently has a 35-minute wait time, but if you go over to the right here, that is where the single rider's line is located. So it's currently 4:09. Let's see how long it takes us to get through the single riders. There's where you get onto the ride, and here is the current line. Not too bad. We'll see how long it takes. Now, it is important to note, if you choose to do this line, you will be split up from your party. You won't be able to ride with the people that you are with, so make sure that you're comfortable with that before getting in line. But 6 minutes, we're about to get on. So there's a good way to save some time when it comes to rides here at Animal Kingdom. If you're comfortable splitting up from your party, definitely do the single riders line for Everest because it is not as long as the standby line. Now we're going to go ahead and make our way to one of the more popular areas here at Animal Kingdom, which has to be Pandora World of Avatar. As we enter into Pandora here, as I said, this is one of the most popular areas here at Animal Kingdom. And when it comes to the Pandora attractions, these are two that I highly recommend rope dropping when coming to the park. I highly recommend rope dropping either of these attractions because these are the two in Animal Kingdom that are going to have an extremely long line the whole entire day while you're at the park. Yes, Everest is very popular, the Safari is very popular, but as you've seen, the wait times during the day don't tend to be that extreme, but these are the rides that are going to be very long throughout the day, and it's a great way at the beginning of the day to go and check them off your list and get to the rest of the park. Right now it's about 3 o'clock and Kali River Rapids has a 50-minute wait time, which makes sense. It is one of the water attractions here at Animal Kingdom, and it is very hot right now, so it's nice to be able to go and cool off, but it is a long wait. It's also good to point out that the line for that ride is almost entirely outdoor. It is shaded, but it can get very hot just standing in line outside, especially if they don't have the fans running, so it's nice to bring a personal fan if you have one. Another very popular attraction here at Animal Kingdom, of course, is the Kilimanjaro Safari. That is one of the most popular things that you can find here. And when it comes to this attraction, I definitely recommend doing it earlier in the day or later on in the afternoon because the animals are more active during those times. Towards the middle of the day when it is so hot, they usually go and hide more often. Right now it surprisingly has a 15-minute wait, so we are doing it. This is another Animal Kingdom attraction that has an entirely outdoor queue. It is shaded at times, but it can get very hot waiting in line, so I do recommend having a portable fan. Also, when you actually are on the safari, another thing is sometimes you are stopped waiting for animals to cross the road, and when the vehicle is stopped, there isn't a great breeze blowing through, so that's another great place to have a portable fan because it can feel very hot just sitting there on the bus. So we'll see if I actually regret doing this or not midday. As we're waiting in line for the safari, I will say it has been very hot just standing in line here, and of all of the Disney World theme parks, Animal Kingdom is definitely the park that I would personally enjoy having a change of clothes. I've been here for about an hour and a half now. My clothes already feel like they are very damp from sweat and just very hot, so if there's any park that you decide to bring a change of clothes to, this is a good one to do it with. Okay, I have thoughts. Just got off of the safari here. It was about a 20-minute wait, not terrible at all, but I would say that the safari is definitely not ideal for midday or even towards the late afternoon. It's about 5 o'clock right now and it is currently 93 degrees. It was very humid feeling on the safari. There's not a lot of air flowing through the vehicle, and there were a lot of times that we were stopped for animals, and I am still really sweating from that ride, so I definitely would not recommend it. And we hardly saw any animals. That's no one's fault at all, but a lot of them were hiding from the sun. We only saw the Ankole cattle, and usually the reserve, the main area of the reserve, is populated with a lot of animals, but we hardly saw any because they were hiding. So to make sure you have a fun time and make the most of the safari, I definitely would recommend trying to do it early in the day, because that's when I have found that most of the animals are very active and you can see a lot of them. My biggest recommendations if you're planning on coming here to Animal Kingdom during the summertime is make sure that you're wearing clothing that is comfortable and breathable. I love wearing lightweight tank tops and shorts, of course, very comfortable shoes, and make sure that you have water on hand and continually drink throughout the day, because this is one of the parks that you are definitely going to get dehydrated in. But there's lots of ways that you can escape the sun here. There are quick service restaurants and restaurants that you can actually make dining reservations at. There are stores that you can pop in and do some shopping. There are great shows that really can allow you to sit down, get a quick breather, and also allow you to have some AC time. But do just be very aware that it's going to feel very humid and hot while you're here at the park, and especially if it had just rained, that's extra humid. Oh, I just popped in a store. AC feels so good here. Animal Kingdom is an amazing park, but it's definitely one that you're gonna wanna do some planning before you come, and especially have some essentials on hand to keep you comfortable throughout the day. So you can check out this video here of essentials that I like to bring to the Disney parks. Enjoy your time at beautiful Animal Kingdom this summer, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys.